The 0-1, lift in the air, this should do it. Encarnacion has it, and for the first time in program history, the Mustangs are going to Grand Junction. The Monroe Mustangs are Eastern District champions and are headed to the Junior College World Series for the first time in program history. The 3-2 pitch. Ripped in the air into left, and that's over the left fielder's head, Schilling, and it'll bounce off the wall. Bernal will score. Encarnacion heading into second base with an RBI double, and the Mustangs extend their early lead. And here comes the 1-2. Outside corner, strike three called. After the air, Mosker strikes out the side. Still no score as we head to the bottom of the second inning. You're watching Mustangs baseball on the Mustangs Sports Network. A 4-run lead for Richard Mosker to work with as we head to the top of the fourth inning. 4 runs on 4 hits and an error for the Mustangs. In the bottom of the third inning, Alfredo Yan was taken out after 2 hits to start the inning off, but Sanchez Tejada could not get out of it without allowing all 3 inherited runners to score. It was the Troy Davern 2-run triple that put the capper on the inning. 4-0 your score as Tavares steps in, grounds this to Gonzalez at short. Throw over to first base in time, and a quick first out of the inning on the first pitch of the inning. Tavares is retired on a 6-3 putout. That'll bring up Juan C. Ramos, the one of 2 batters to reach for the Avengers so far. He's 0 for 1 of the day, having reached on an error in the second. Steps in. As Mosker winds and fires. That's outside, ball 1. The sophomore infielder from the Bronx, Ramos, hitting .264 on the season. Lifts this one in the air, down the right field line. That'll drop in for a base hit. Good piece of hitting there. Napoleon trying to get it back in, but Ramos is aboard with a double with 1 out. First extra base hit of the game for ASA as they try and answer. Mosker now once again working from the stretch. Got a hold of that one, and nothing Mosker could do about that. He's had to work with the past 2 innings with runners on base. He's got out of it unscathed. We'll see if he can do it again with Darwin Tavares at the plate. Tavares 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout on the season against the Mustangs. Hitting .222. He's played in all 10 games so far. Just 6 hits and 27 at-bats. Mosker working from the stretch. Encarnacion will move in case of a bunt attempt. The pitch to Tavares. Fouled back, and it's 0-1. After Ramos reached on air in the second, Mosker struck out the side. Doesn't need to strike out the side here, already with an out in the inning. Just a couple outs, and he can strand Ramos at second. The 0-1. Again a swing and a miss, and it's quickly 0-2. Righty on lefty matchup with the lefty Tavares. One of 3 lefties in the lineup with 2 switch hitters, one of which is on deck in Dilson Vasquez. Encarnacion back in line with the third base bag. And Vasquez will step out. Mosker's ready. Tavares steps back in. Looking for a big strikeout here. Mosker's 0-2. Low, not able to get Tavares to chase. And it's 1-2. 47 pitches for Richard Mosker. Through 3 1/3, 2 hits and 6 strikeouts. Looking for his 7th punch out of the game here. 1 on and 1 out. The 1-2. Inside, and it's 2-2. Mosker leans in. Tavares in the left-handed batter's box. Checks the runner, the 2-2. In the air, deep right, but foul. Tavares got a whole lot of that one, but just could not keep it in play. Had it been, it would have been a home run. Instead, it's foul, and the count remains 2-2. Mosker catches a break there. We'll see if he can take advantage. Wind blowing out to right probably helped push that one foul a little bit. Mosker's 2-2. This one lift in the air, should be playable. Encarnacion camping under it and makes the play just in front of the outfield grass for the second out of the inning. Mosker wins the battle with Tavares. Now he'll have to do it again with Vasquez, 0 for 1 of the day with a strikeout. Vasquez, the switch-hitting center fielder from San Francisco, Dominican Republic. A sophomore, 0 for 1 of the day with a strikeout. Batting with a runner at second base. The pitch in the air, into left. This could be trouble. Davern over his head, and it's to the wall. ASA will score. Around second, heading for third. The throw offline, but into third with a RBI triple is Dilson Vasquez, and ASA is on the scoreboard. Ramos scores easily from second. On that pitch, just over Davern's glove, and Mulin's out to talk to and calm down Mosker. 4-1 your score. ASA looking for more with a runner at third and Winter at the plate. Mustangs do have their full bullpen if they want to go to it at some point, but at the moment it's Mosker's game. Trying to keep the runner now at third base with 2 outs in the inning and a run already through for ASA. Winter 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout looking. The pitch to him, grounded first base side, but foul. Oh, 1 count, Winter at the plate. Now Mosker will look back the runner in Vasquez at third. Mosker has picked off a couple runners, but both of them at first. The pitch on the outside corner, and it's quickly 0-2. Chance to get out of the inning and strand the runner at third base. Mosker sets and delivers. Just a bit outside, and it's 1-2. That looked good from up here, but could not get the called strike 3. 2 outs, 1 on, 1 run through. Mosker sets and deals the 1-2. Cut on and missed, and he strands the runner at third base. ASA gets a run, but no more. We head to the bottom of the fourth, a 4-1 lead. You're watching Mustangs baseball on the Mustang Sports Network. Seed Bernal will lead off the bottom of the 7th for the Monroe Mustangs. 0 for 3 on the day. A ground out, a fly out, and a strikeout. Looking to get things going for the Mustangs here in the bottom of the 7th. Up 5-1. Sanchez Tejada still on the hill for ASA. And that pitch is way outside and all the way to the backstop. 4-1. 67 pitches for Luis Sanchez Tejada. 4 innings of work, 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Mustangs have hit him well, with 3 runs to show for it and a 5-1 lead. That again outside, and it's 2-0. Looking to get a few more insurance runs as we head to the final few frames of this one. The 2-0 to Bernal, lifted but foul, and it will get out of play for strike 1. Bernal Flew out in the first, struck out in the third, and grounded out in the fifth. 2-1. Outside again, and it's 3-1. Bernal hitting .273 on the season. He's made the last few starts for the Mustangs over at first base. He's made starts at catcher, DH, and first base for the Mustangs this season. The 3-1 pitch to him. Lifted again foul, and it's 3-2. Bernal, the freshman from Panama City, Panama. The first three hitters in the Mustangs lineup are from Panama City. That's Orozco, Gonzalez, and Bernal. The 3-2, that's outside, and Bernal draws a leadoff walk. The third walk of the game yielded by Sanchez Tejada. It's been a little wild, working on just 2 days of rest after throwing 110 pitches against USC Sumter. He's thrown 72 here, so that's 182 pitches over 3 days. Bernal takes his lead. Mullins at the plate. A sacrifice fly and 2 walks on his ledger. The pitch, strike 1. Mullins hitting .268 on the season. 18 runs scored, a home run, and 25 RBI. He's caught every game for the Mustangs in this tournament, as they look to finish this one off with a 3-0 record. The 0-1 inside, but Mullins not able to hold up, and it is strike 2. Thought that hit him in the shoulder, but wasn't able to hold up his swing. It's quickly 0-2 on Mullins. Shadrach Mullins from Willemstad, Curaçao. He, along with the Mustang starter, are both from Curaçao, combining so far for 7 innings of 1-run baseball. The 0-2 pitch, high, and it's 1-2. Rain has subsided, still some darker clouds overhead, but sun beginning to peek through on what's been a fairly decent day for baseball. Certainly better than yesterday, where these games were scheduled to be played. But with rain all day in the forecast, pushed him to today. 0% chance of participation the rest of the afternoon. Again outside, and it's 2-2. Mustangs with 5 runs on 8 hits and 2 errors. ASA 1 run on 4 hits and 2 errors. Bernal stands at first, nobody out, 2-2 count on Mullins, with the Mustangs looking to extend their 4-run lead. It's like Julie Santos beginning to warm up in the ASA bullpen. He'd be going on 2 days rest with 120 pitches. Mullins takes and does not go around, and it's 3-2. Mullins waves his bat around and is ready. The 3-2 from Sanchez Tejada. Fouled back, and will do it again with a count full at 3-2. That's high for ball 4, and after being down 0-2, Mullins works his 3rd walk of the day. He's at first, Bernal now at second. Again, 2 on for the Mustangs with nobody out to start the inning. It'll bring up Joseph Encarnacion, 2 for 3 on the day, a couple RBI singles, and a run scored. Ramos, Tavares, and Costanzo out to talk things over with Sanchez Tejada. ASA does have Sosa getting warm in the bullpen. Encarnacion will step in. Average at .292 after 3 at-bats and 2 hits, 24 runs scored, 3 home runs, and now 22 RBI. He shows bunt, pops this one up, but the catcher Costanzo can't find it, and it's just strike one. Mustangs have not fared well with their bunt attempts today. Feliciano did reach on one with an error, but another one forced the runner out at third. We'll see if Encarnacion shows bunt again. Bernal at third, at second, doesn't have a huge lead. Encarnacion again showing bunt. The pitch bunted straight up in the air, and Sanchez Tejada has it. Could not get that one down, and the bunting woes continue for the Mustangs. They pop out to the pitcher for the first out of the inning. And now 2 on and 1 out for Troy Davern. Sun has come out here at Dutchess Stadium. Davern at the plate, the pitch, inside and high, ball 1. Bernal at second, Eulens at first. 1 out and a 1-0 count on Davern. 1 for 3 on the day with a 2-run triple. Outfield shifted slightly towards right. Now Sanchez Tejada will step off. 82 pitches for Sanchez Tejada, approaching 200 pitches this tournament. The 1-0 to Davern, cut on and missed, and it's 1-1. 2 walks and a pop out in the inning. Pop out for Encarnacion coming on the bunt. Chance to really extend this lead. Pick up a few insurance runs heading to the 8th. 2 on and 1 out for Davern. Maybe he can clobber a pitch here. The 1-1. Inside and it'll hit him. And Davern will take first base. Bases are once again loaded for the Mustangs. The first time since the 3rd. And Lenny Napoleon at the plate. Would have had a sacrifice fly back in the 5th. But it ended up being the 3rd out of the inning. He stands in 0 for 3 on the day. A strikeout, a fly out, and a pop out. Just trying to do some damage. And now a visit to the mound from the pitching coach for ASA. This is Alex Ruiz to talk things over. Entire infield minus Juan C. Ramos. Looks to be getting some water over on the dugout. Sosa warming in the bullpen. 120 pitches on Thursday in the win against Hartford. In the first elimination game for ASA. Still Sanchez Tejada ball game, though, with Napoleon at the plate with the bases loaded and 1 out. Going to be tough to double him up. So a ground ball might score a run with Bernal at third. Not a whole lot of speed on the base paths for the Mustangs, but Bernal should score on a sacrifice fly. Maybe Napoleon can hit one to the gap and really blow this one open. Napoleon hitting just under .290 on the season at .287. 27 runs scored, 4 home runs, and 19 RBI. Taking high for ball 1. Once again, the batter getting ahead of the count. 3 out of the 4 batters this inning, aside from the bunt attempt, have gotten ahead. The 1-0. Napoleon lifts it, but foul. Behind home plate, and it's 1-1. Chance for the Mustangs to really blow this one open. If Napoleon can shoot one in the left center field gap, could have himself a 3-run triple. Davern at first, Eulens at second, Bernal at third with Tejada into the motion. Breaking ball in there for a called strike 2. One out in the inning with Juan Torres, who pinch ran for Garcia on deck. Well, it looks like we will have a pinch hitter for him. The 1-2 outside, and it's 2-2. Diego Arcelay currently slated to pinch hit for Juan Torres. The 2-2 to Napoleon. Inside, called strike 3, and Napoleon has a few words for the umpire as he heads back to the dugout. A close pitch, but one you cannot take. And the bases are still loaded now in 2 outs with Diego Arcelay pinch hitting for the Mustangs. Arcelay at the plate. The JV call-up hit .500 with the Mustangs JV baseball team this season. Does have a few at-bats with the varsity team. Hitting .300. A chance to knock in a few here. His first at-bat of the tournament. The pitch high and inside to him, taken for ball 1. The Aguadilla, Puerto Rico native, Diego Arcelay, 6 foot, 200-pound righty. The moment in the designated hitter spot. The 1-0 from Sanchez Tejada, taken inside, and it's 2-0. A good eye so far. A walk would bring in a run. The 2-0. Again inside, and it's 3-0. Time called by Costanzo as he heads out to talk to his pitcher, who's thrown 3 straight balls with the runners at first, second, and third, and 2 outs. Can't imagine Arcelay's going to swing away here. He'll be taking and hoping for a walk. Edwin Feliciano Jr. on deck with the bases loaded and 2 outs in this one. ASA does have a pitcher warming and looks to be ready. This might be Sanchez Tejada's last batter. Ball 4, and Arcelay can take his base. A strike, and we'll have another pitch. Here it comes. On the outside corner. Taken for strike 1, and it's now 3-1. See if Arcelay again has the take sign. Certainly took that one there. Sanchez Tejada working quickly. The 3-1. Low for ball 4, and the Mustangs will score a run. 3 walks and a hit by pitch in the inning. Bernal comes home to score. The runners move from station to station, and this might be it for Sanchez Tejada. A 6-1 lead now for the Mustangs with Feliciano Jr., the lefty, at the plate. And we'll have a pinch runner for Diego Arcelay. It's Abner Vincenti. Vincenti at first. Davern at second. Mullins at third. A run already in on the RBI walk by Arcelay. Feliciano Jr. at the plate. 1 for 3. He lifts this one in the air. A little blooper. And it will drop into center field for a base hit. 1 run will score. Davern heading to home. He will score as well. Vincenti's into third. And it's a 2-run single by Edwin Feliciano Jr., and the Mustangs have taken an 8-1 lead. Just dropping it into shallow center field, the Bermuda Triangle between Winter, Vasquez, and Javier. No one able to make the play. And with the runners off, the Mustangs score 2 and lead this now 8-1. First and third now. Sanchez Tejada still in. No call to the bullpen yet with the top of the order and Marquise Orozco at the plate. The pitch inside, it'll hit him. And the Mustangs will again have the bases loaded. Francisco Perez idling around. Hasn't gone yet to make the pitching change. We'll see if he does. Sosa looks ready. Meeting at the mound, but no Perez there. Now everyone will head back to their respective positions. Wonder if it's a bit of a stall tactic, and now Perez will come out. But it looks like Gonzalez will bat against Sanchez Tejada. Trusting his ace with over 200 pitches, 206 to be exact, thrown in this tournament. Bases are loaded. Feliciano Jr. halfway to third. The pitch. Gonzalez fouls it back for strike one. Feliciano Jr. not being held on and basically taking a lead halfway in between second and third. Orozco, a little smaller lead over at first. Same for Vincenti over at third. The pitch swung on and missed, and it's quickly 0-2 on Gonzalez. The 0-2 to Gonzalez. Swung on and missed, and that'll do it for the inning. The Mustangs leave them loaded, but not before scoring three more. It's 8-1 as we head to the eighth. You're watching Mustangs Baseball on the Mustangs Sports Network. With 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th inning, the Mustangs have extended their lead to 8-1. 8 runs on 9 hits and 2 errors for Monroe, 1 run on 4 hits and 2 errors for ASA. It's a 7-run lead for Mosker as he heads back out on the hill for the 8th. 85 pitches facing the 9 1 and 2 hitters for the Avengers. First pitch swinging is Jose Santana, the designated hitter, and it is 0-1. Mosker looking for another clean inning and a quick strike two to Santana. 1 for 2 on the day with a single. 10 strikeouts, 4 hits, 1 earned, 1 total run with 87 pitches. The 0-2. Boy, did that look good from up here. Instead, it's outside, and it's 1-2. Looking for what would be his 3rd straight 1-2-3 inning is Richard Mosker. The pitch, that's called strike 3, and Santana goes down looking for the first out of the top of the 8th. No action in the Mustangs bullpen. At the moment, this is Mosker's game. They got a complete game shutout from Antonio Frias against USC Sumter on Friday. Looking to maybe get a complete game from Mosker here. 89 pitches through 7 1/3. Top of the order now, and Miguel Medina taking for strike one. Medina 1 for 3 on the day, a single, a ground out in the 5th, and a strikeout to lead off things in the 1st. The 0-1 from Mosker, again on the outside corner, and it's 0-2. Mosker dealing still. No radar gun, but it doesn't look like he's lost much, if any, velocity. See if we get a new pitcher for ASA in the bottom of the 8th inning. With Sanchez Tejada laboring in that one. The 0-2, that's outside, and it's 1-2. 99 pitches for Sanchez Tejada in relief after throwing 110 just 2 days ago. Almost 220 pitches for the right-hander. Breaking ball is low, and it's 2-2. 5 innings, 6 hits, 6 runs, 6 earned. The key stat, the 5 walks. In 3 previous starts against the Mustangs, Sanchez Tejada walked just 4. He's already doubled that total today. Lifted foul, and it remains 2-2. The wind in the 2-2 pitch. Cut on and missed. A good one there from Mosker. Yet another strikeout, and there's 2 down in the inning. 12 strikeouts for Richard Mosker. Looking to equal his compatriots in the past 2 days, each of whom struck out 16. That one just a bit outside for ball 1 to Javier, 0 for 3 on the day. 12 strikeouts ties a season high for Mosker, setting a win against ASA on June 7th. A nice stab there by Bernal to throw to Mosker in time, and a 1-2-3-8. The Mustangs are 3 outs away from Grand Junction. We're headed to the bottom of the inning. A new pitcher coming in for ASA. You're watching Mustangs baseball on the Mustang Sports Network.